Hi, Upstreet. My name is David, and it's so good to be with you today. When we sing to God, it's a way that we can thank Him for all that He's done in our lives. We can celebrate how amazing He is. We can tell Him how grateful we are for His love. Let's sing now to thank Him.
Sometimes it's hard to wait for all the things that I want. Sometimes I kind of feel like it's just taking too long to get the things I want, what I think I need, but I know you know what's best for me. I'm gonna live what I believe. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. I know that sometimes I just need to slow down and trust that you are working all of this out. You know the things I want, what I think I need, but I know you know what's best for me. I'm gonna live what I believe. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. Still working on me.
Have you heard of the one called Savior? Have you heard of His perfect love? Have you heard of the one in heaven? Have you heard how He gave His Son? Cause I have found this love, I believe in the Son. Show me your way. Jesus, you are my best friend, and you will always be. Nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend, and you will always be. And nothing will ever change that. I believe in the one called Savior. I believe He's the risen one. I believe that I'll live forever. I believe that my King will come. Cause I have found this love, I believe in the Son. Show me your way. Jesus, you are my best friend, and you will always be. Nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend, and you will always be. Nothing will ever change that. Nothing will ever change that. Nothing will ever change that.
Hi friends, it's so great to see you. We're having lots of fun this month as we find out what it means to have patience. Patience is waiting until later for what you want now. It's not easy to be patient, like when you really, really want something, or when your mom asks you to wait to talk instead of interrupting, or when you're in the kitchen and you're waiting for a really yummy treat to bake in the oven. All of us have times when it's tough to wait. But with God's help, we can be patient in any situation. I've got another fun baking game for you today. I like to call it, What's the Cost? I'll show you an ingredient that you might use to bake something, and then I will show you the wrong price for that item. You need to decide if the real price of that item is higher or lower than the price I told you. So you're going to give me a thumbs up if it's higher or a thumbs down if it's lower. Let's try this game now. Here are some eggs. The wrong price is $10. Does it cost more or less? Yes, it costs less than $10. Here's some butter. The wrong price is $2. Does it cost more or less? You're right, butter costs more than $2. How about some sugar? The wrong price is $8. Does it cost more or less? Yes, you're right. Sugar costs less than $8. How about a bag of chocolate chips? I love some chocolate chips. The wrong price is $1.29. Does it cost more or less? You're correct. It costs more for a bag of chips. Raise your hand if you think it can be tough to be patient sometimes. I think it can be tough, yeah. Like when you want to say something to your mom or dad, but they say, just give me a minute. Or when you're like raising your hand at school and you're dying for the teacher to call on you. Or when you're waiting for that YouTube to load the video. Or when you have to wait for, anything you really want. It's hard to be patient, but if we're not patient, it can really cost us. I think you'll see what I mean when I tell you this story. We'll start by going way back, almost to the very beginning of the Bible. God made a promise to a man named Abraham that he would be the father of a great nation. Abraham had a son named Isaac, and when Isaac grew up, he married Rebekah. Rebekah became pregnant with twin boys, and these two baby boys were already fighting and wrestling before they were even born. The time came for Rebekah to have her babies. Esau was the firstborn, and he had a head full of red hair. And then Jacob was born. When Jacob was born, he was holding onto Esau's foot. It's almost like they were fighting to see who would be born first. You see, Jacob and Esau were very different from each other. Esau grew up to be a skillful hunter, and while Jacob was happy staying at home and helping his mom cook. One day, Jacob was cooking stew when Esau came in from hunting. Esau was very hungry. He was so hungry, he told Jacob to give him some stew. But Jacob had a plan to get something for himself. Jacob told Esau to give him all the rights that belonged to him as the firstborn son. You see, back then, the oldest son had the right to be the new leader of the family when the father passed away. And Jacob was telling Esau to trade those rights to him. Well, Esau was so hungry that he told him, fine, have them. Jacob made Esau promise to sell him his rights in exchange for some stew. And Esau agreed. He just couldn't wait another minute to fill his belly with food. He gave Jacob the rights that were supposed to belong to him as the oldest son. In exchange, Jacob gave Esau some bread and some stew, and Esau ate it. You see, it's hard to believe that Esau traded away his rights as the oldest son, all for a meal that would last him only a few hours. But that's what can happen when you're impatient, when we act without thinking. We might say or do something we wish we hadn't. We might end up losing something important. You see, and that's our bottom line today. If you don't wait, it could cost you. Esau's impatience really cost him in a big way, all because he wasn't willing to wait. You know, I know patience isn't going to be easy, But let's pray and ask God to help us be patient this week. Dear God, thank you so much for the story of Esau and Jacob. And Lord, I know that I'm impatient sometimes too. God, help me this week to realize that you are always with me and that you will always help me be patient. Help me to turn to you and realize that I can be patient while I'm waiting. Thank you, Jesus. Amen.
It can be hard to understand today's story because we don't have the same traditions as Esau and Jacob's family did. It would be like deciding to give your brother all of your favorite stuffed animals if he gave you brownies today. Not worth it, right? Esau traded something that was worth so much in for something that was worth so little. We know that we can miss out on some pretty great things if we don't wait patiently. So let's put our patience to the test. Ask an adult to help you come up with a reward if you can show some big patience this week. Now, if you could get out a paper and draw 10 squares, like this. Now, every time a family member sees you showing patience this week, you can check off a box. And once you get all 10 check marks, you can get your reward. Thank you so much for joining us in Upstreet today. I had a lot of fun, and I hope that you did too. Remember to check out our family content online for more resources and check out our YouTube page for all the latest videos. Have a great week, Upstreet.